Hi and welcome. In this video, we are going to see the difference between the stored procedure sp underscore who and sp underscore who to. And additionally, we also see what is sp underscore who is active stored procedure. First, we'll see about sp underscore who and sp underscore who to. So these are used for activity monitoring in SQL Server. Both these stored procedures gives information about current users, sessions, process in a SQL Server instance. But there are some differences in these two stored procedures. SP underscore who returns information such as process ID, execution context ID, which is ECID, the process status, blocking session ID, database name, login name, and host name associated with the process and the command type. And it is documented by Microsoft. Whereas SP underscore who to is similar to SP underscore who but is not documented or not supported by Microsoft, but it gives some additional information and performance counter from the current processes such as program name, disk IO, CPU time, and last batch execution time. In order to execute this stored procedure, you need view server state permission on the server. Otherwise, the user can only see the current session information. And you can see this is the official documentation from Microsoft for the stored procedure SP underscore who. I will share this link in the description. You can take it from there. Let me switch to SSMS and show you the execution of stored procedure. First, let me execute sp underscore who, and you can see here I have total 9 columns in the result set. Okay, and if I execute sp underscore who to, I get additional 4 columns. You can see these are the 4 columns that I get extra here in sp underscore who to stored procedure. But there is one column that is missing here in sp who to. So I don't get ECID column. This ECID column is not present in sp underscore who to. So what is this SPID, ECID and status and all? You all know SPID is the system process ID, and coming to ECID, it is the execution context ID of a given thread associated with a specific session ID. So during parallel query processing, subthreads are created for a specific session ID. The main thread will have the SPID and ECID 0, and all other remaining subthreads will have ECID greater than 0, but the session ID remains the same. So this ECID column you will get in sp underscore who stored procedure, but not in sp underscore who to. So the status, you will get the process status, whether it is running, runnable, pending, suspended, sleeping, or background. And login name, it provides the login name that is associated with that particular process or that particular session ID. And host name, it is the computer or the host name of that particular session ID that is connected to. Block by column, it gives the SPID of the connection that is blocking the current transaction. Next database name, it gives the database name where that process is running. CMD or command, it gives a general command type, whether it's select, insert, or something like that. And these 4 are the performance counter. The one these highlighted here, the 4 columns, these you get in sp underscore who to stored procedure. CPU time, you get disk IO and last batch. So when was the date and time the last batch executed by that particular specific session ID. And program name, it will give you from where the it is running. And request ID for request running in a specific session. Even though sp underscore who to provides additional information when compared to sp underscore who stored procedure, still it is lacking some extra information. For that, we have another stored procedure which is sp underscore who is active. The previous two stored procedure does not provide any information on currently running SQL commands such as start execution time, how long the query is being run, and its duration, and wait info, and much more information. So we have a Microsoft MVP, Adam Machanic, who developed a stored procedure called sp underscore who is active to fill the gap between the actual needs of user and the currently provided stored procedure. You can download this script sp underscore who is active script from here. I'll provide this link in the description. These are also present in GitHub. Let me show you. You can see this is the link. From here you can download the source code, and here is your code. Here is my source code. You just need to execute this code. That's it. So I have already executed this code. So here you can see the extra information, like from how long this query, this session ID in session ID 54, how long the query is being executed. So it is being executed from the past 28 minutes, and in session ID 51 the query is executing from the past 24 minutes. And this is the query text that is being run in those two SPIDs. And you also get the wait info here, and you get the status, host name, database name, program name, and here you get the login time and start time. So login time is like the time when that particular session ID is connected to, and the start time is if I connected to that session, like if I open a new session, and when was the query executed in that session. So this is what it gives, the start time. So this is my query execution start time, and this is the login time when that particular session ID is connected to the SQL Server. And you can apply a filter, joins, and you can filter these results accordingly. Okay. And if you want to know more about this SP underscore who is active stored procedure, and if you need any scripts related to it, please do let me know in the comments. I'll provide you maybe in another video. So that's all in this video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please do hit a like button, share, and do subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in our next video.